This program contains some material that many parents would not find suitable for children under the age of 14. Viewer discretion is advised. What's going on, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure. Today I have for you guys the Marvel Legends Series Deluxe War Machine. So this is the original War Machine outfit, and it is super awesome. I was so thankful enough that my good buddy OG Geek was kind enough to find this for me because it still hasn't hit my area yet, and he just went out of his way and got it for me, so thank you, OG. Always appreciate it. So guys, let's go ahead, let's get a quick look at the box, and then we will go ahead and get this open. So as you guys can see, we have the Legend Series logo right here. We've got the War Machine logo, Hasbro, warning, all that other good stuff. On the side, we've got this really cool art print picture of War Machine in the midst of war, which is awesome. On the back, it obviously has the little story that comes along with it, like it always does. See the picture of the head sculpt, some of the other accessories that come with it, and all that good stuff. And then again, that same art print on the very side, and on the top, you guys can see that is the War Machine logo. Nothing on the bottom, so let's go ahead and get this cracked open. Alright guys, and we got the accessories out of the box, so let's go ahead and take a look. So this is right here, probably one of the blasts that get attached to the gun. That's just the way that it looks according to the picture. This gets attached to, I believe, the would be his right arm, where the blaster is on his wrist. So that goes there. This, I believe, goes into one of the top guns on one of the shoulders. This one also goes on the one of the guns on his shoulders. This one's actually shooting rockets out. I definitely like the detail on this. This is really cool. So it's got like the smoke, and then it goes from the launching, and you got the missiles and everything. I would have liked to seen them put more detail into the rockets rather than just making them red. Actually making them like a metal finish, and maybe like having some like rivets on there or something like that. I just think it was kind of like a cop-out with the red paint, but that's just my opinion. Then we've got the boosters that go into the feet. So obviously it looks like he's flying, and then these boosters actually plug into these clouds of smoke, kind of like the Iron Man 2020 figure. So same thing, they just kind of slide right in there, as you guys can see. And obviously it goes from that smoke to that transparent orange to make it look like it's fire coming from the boots. And then we've got this really cool alternate portrait, which is really neat. So he's got that old school flat top cut, and pretty cool. So the portrait actually looks pretty cool. Mine has a couple of flaws of some paint issues, but you know, there's some like extra runoff of the black facial hair. It goes onto the lip and onto the upper part. Also here on the side, there's a little bit. So, but still pretty cool. So, all right, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the figure and see how well it articulates. Here is War Machine, and this is one badass looking figure. I love this old style suit. Is really cool. This is probably my favorite style of War Machine in my opinion. So, as you guys can see, we've got the blasters on the wrist. We've got the chain gun up at the top, which sits on a ball joint, which as you can see, it just came off, and it actually does move up and back. It is a little tight, so, but I'm sure after playing with it a little bit and loosening it up, it'll move a lot better. Same thing with the missile launcher on the back. It also sits on the ball joint that's there, and it does move up and back, which is kind of cool. So let's put that back down so we can actually rotate the head a little bit. So, and then on the head, guys, it goes up and down, side to side, does a full 360. Goes down pretty far, but not up as much. Let me plug this back on. There we go. The torso bends forward a little bit, goes back a little bit, not much in the way of there. The elbows are double jointed, as you can see. The wrist does a full 360, but no pivoting in the wrist. The legs rotate here at the top by the thighs. The knees are double jointed, as you guys can see, and with the foot does pivot up and down a little bit. and does actually have a pretty good 360 rotation on it. So you probably could get some really good poses with that. So guys, with that being said, the overall detail on this figure is really awesome. I like the silver paint that they use. It's kind of got like a metallic finish to it, which is really neat. I don't really see any paint flaws on the figure, which is great. So definitely makes up for the head sculpt. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and attach some accessories and show off some poses. Alright guys, and there he is. You guys can see he's got all the accessories attached on him now. So you can see the rockets are shooting off. He's got the blasters coming off his handgun. And also that huge minigun that is attached to the shoulder, which is awesome. Again guys, this is actually probably, I'd have to say this probably is my favorite Iron Man / War Machine figure to date. I love the detail on this. Again, that silver just really pops off, and the gray kind of black, kind of matte gray, blackish, kind of dulls it down a little bit. But I definitely like the accessories that it came with. It is awesome. This is definitely something that could be used in some kind of way, shape, or form if you're creating some kind of battle diorama with War Machine and Iron Man, and maybe having some drones come around, or however you guys want to display. But this is definitely awesome, and I happen to like this figure a lot. Let's go ahead and let's try to get him into the flight pose. Alright guys, and there you go. As you can see, he's flying right now. He's got the boosters. Not very sturdy. If you want to display it like that, I would definitely suggest removing these bottom pieces and just keeping the blaster pieces coming from the feet, and maybe getting it on a flight stand if that's the way you want to display it. These two bases right here, again, are not sturdy. It does look pretty cool though with the effects, but again, that's just my opinion. You guys display it however you want. Here he is with 0 attachments and the additional portrait on him. Obviously I like the helmeted version because that's War Machine, and that's the way we've seen him. But the alternate portrait is cool. Like I said, it did have a few paint flaws on it, which kind of sucks because sometimes these helmeted guys, I like to pose them with them holding their helmets, but unfortunately I can't do that with this one because, like I said, it just had a lot of paint flaws, and I'm not quite exactly happy about that. But hey, you know what? That's what happens when these things are mass produced. Alright guys, and I feel this is definitely one badass figure. I would have to say this probably is my favorite Marvel Legends War Machine figure to date. I think it's really awesome. The only thing I think would have set this really off is if they gave it kind of that that stand, or that displayed stand that they gave with the Black Widow Deluxe figure. Especially for the flying characters, I think that would have been perfect. And again, you had all the explosions that you could attach to it. I think that really would have given this, like, a 10 out of 10 in my book. However, I still like the figure a lot. I think it's freaking awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and give this figure a rating of... fuck yeah! Yeah. So guys, if you like this video, please be sure to give a thumbs up. If you're new, please be sure to subscribe. As always, be sure to hit that bell so you get notified every time another episode of Go Figure gets uploaded for your viewing pleasure. As always, you can check out all the excellent content we offer at MCE. And until next time, guys, go figure.